Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I've been doing my heatless curls. When I have my hair straight, I've been loving these little sponge silk rollers. I'll talk more about them when we get into the video. Just know that the overnight blowouts, there's so many different versions of them. They're not all created equal and they don't all give you the same results. I tried to be as detailed as possible in this video because I did do like a quick tutorial like on my Instagram reels and then on TikTok, but that was my first time trying these. But this is not my first time trying these. I've used them a few times and I think I got the hang of it. So I wanted to share it with you guys, just in case you guys have been wanting to try more heatless styles, especially like heatless curls, so you can, you know, get up and go the next morning and not have to worry about putting heat in your hair. So this is just a way for you to continue to enjoy your straight hair without compromising your curl pattern and using more heat. Yeah, I love how my hair turned out. By the way, my hair turns out different every time I use these, but they're still pretty, just in a different way every time I use them. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I will have a full list in the description box of all the products that I use and talk about in today's video. So let's just go ahead and get right into the video. Okay guys, so I'm about to get ready to show you how I've been doing my heatless curls whenever I've straightened my hair the last couple of times. And it's honestly because I haven't felt like using a curling iron. I do like using a curling iron like if I'm going out like right in the moment and I last minute want to curl my hair. But honestly, I'm just glad I found an alternative for when I don't feel like putting more heat in my hair. Because you guys know, to avoid like more heat damage, I only like to use heat on my hair once during the time that my hair is straight, during that particular time that my hair is straight. So I'll straighten my hair. Obviously the blow dryer and the flat iron, that's heat for when you straighten your hair. And then I'll wait like a week and then I'll curl my hair. And then that's the only other time I'll use heat on my hair during that time frame of my hair being straight. But I found these heatless curlers and no, they all do not work the same because I've used some from Target from the brand Kitsch and my hair looked very limp when I took them down. So all of the heatless curlers that you may see are not created equal. So I found these on Instagram, this brand called Eternal Muse. By the way, this is not sponsored. I mean, even if it was, you guys know I wouldn't be showing them to you unless they worked. I wish they sponsored me, but this isn't sponsored. So yeah, the brand is Eternal Muse. They came in this cute little package here. I ordered them towards the end of last year, but I had been eyeing these for a while. And I got these because these were the only ones I noticed that came with its own little individual bonnets. And I got mine in the color olive. So they come in different colors. You guys know my favorite color is green, so I just decided to get the olive color, and I got mine in the size original. So they do have jumbo ones, but I just decided to get the original size. Now I don't know why they have, like in the picture when you order them online, they have 2 in the picture, but they come with 3, which I love. You don't have to use 3. I don't always use 3, but when I want my hair to be curlier, I just like to use 3. And for the sake of today's tutorial, I'm gonna show you guys how I put 3 in my hair. So what you're gonna need are some heatless curlers, preferably these from Eternal Muse. I love that they're silk lined, like they're silk, so they won't dry your hair out, which I love, because some of the other ones that I see, like the actual Overnight Blowout brand, theirs are like a more velvety material, and I prefer silk on my hair, me personally, because you know, if you have naturally curly hair, your hair, it can tend to be drier. Even though my hair isn't really dry when it's straight. So I'm just gonna make sure my hair is brushed out. So just make sure you don't have like any knots or tangles. So I'm just gonna brush my hair out. And a lot of people can't get the overnight curls to work for them because you're not using the right like product before you roll your hair. You can't just roll your hair dry. Dry hair is not going to reshape. Say it with me, dry hair does not reshape. I guess I know that as a curly girl, but I guess some people who don't wear their hair curly all the time don't understand that's how hair works. So you need a leave-in conditioner, preferably one that's more lightweight and not like a super heavy thick one, because if you use a heavy thick leave-in conditioner, then your hair's gonna turn out greasy. So these are the 2 that I like to use, like a nice spray leave-in. This one is from Wade. This is their leave-in conditioner. I love this one. It's just super easy to use. It's not too thick. It's like the perfect consistency for this. And then this one is from Redken. This is the One United all-in-one leave-in conditioner. This one is a little bit more watery, so don't overdo it with this one because this one will make your hair revert if you use too much of it. So you only need like maybe 2 sprays per section if you're gonna use this. So I also was loving the Ceremonia Guava leave-in. I'll put it right here. I don't have any more. I also like to use that one. I like to use that one on my curls too, like every night to put on my ends before I seal it with an oil. So yeah, because hydration and moisture is the key to retaining length, I feel, and of course haircuts and trims. But I'm gonna use my Way leave-in conditioner today. So make sure you have a good leave-in that's not too heavy. Make sure it's lightweight. You don't have to use the ones that I'm using. Just make sure it's a leave-in conditioner, like a spray leave-in that's kind of milky, kind of watery, like in between. Most leave-in conditioners have similar consistencies. So yeah, sorry if I look shiny, I just moisturized, so that's why. I've tried like 3 different methods for this, and I'm gonna show you guys the most comfortable one to sleep in. I like to do the mohawk, so you're gonna see I have 3 different sections. I like to do one at the top, one in the middle, and then one right behind that. So that's the method I'm gonna be using today. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my hair from ear to ear. I'm just gonna part here. And this is gonna be our first section. I'm just gonna brush my hair straight like up. Okay, now once I brush my hair straight up, I'm just gonna take my leave-in conditioner and I'm gonna spray like from like the mid shaft down. Like you don't need to spray like your root or anything. So I'm just gonna spray here, like on each side. Then I'm just gonna brush it through like that. So what I was doing with this front section the first time I did this, I curled my hair away, like I curled it back, and I noticed that the front of my hair felt like it was pulling and it was very uncomfortable. I felt like it was too much tension. So with this, you have to make sure your hair is pulled taut pretty well. So I'm just gonna take my hair and not pull this all the way to the end, because if you do that, some of your hair is gonna fall out at the top. So I just like to start twisting the hair around at the end, and I make sure my ends are tucked, because if you don't make sure your ends are tucked, then they're gonna look kind of raggedy once you take this out. So make sure those ends are tucked as you're whirling the ends around. And that's when I start curling in, because I told y'all I curled away from the face the first time that I did this, and the front of my head, it just felt like my hair was pulling. It was so uncomfortable. Like once I put my actual bonnet on, was not feeling it. So this way is more comfortable, and I liked how the front of my hair turned out, like when I took it down. Because you just assume like, well, if I curl it under, my curls are gonna be kind of wonky, but honestly, they still will curl away from the face when you take this front section down. So just spray according to your hair density. 3 to 5 sprays is what you need depending on your hair density. So if you have finer hair, you need 3 sprays. If you have thicker hair, you may need up to 5 sprays. So yeah. So now I'm just gonna take the little bonnet that it comes with and put that over it. I love these things because they just make sure your hair is secured. Now we got our first section. Now I'm gonna take like in the middle of my ears for the second section and go straight up. And also I noticed with these, they don't really work that well if my hair is too dirty. So don't wait too long to do these, because it's not gonna work. Like if your hair is too greasy. So I would say like maybe a week after you straightened your hair. So for the second, I do like to curl away, so back. You will see, I'm just gonna spray my ends. I'm trying not to spray this in my face, so. Just spray my ends, brush that through. Make sure you brush it through each time for each section, like after you spray, just to make sure like your product is evenly distributed and it's not just sitting in one spot. So now I'm just gonna take another, my hair is too long to fit in the frame, but y'all get the idea. So I'm just gonna take my curler, not all the way at the end, but almost. And then you wanna wrap that around, wrap your ends around. And then once you get to the very end, make sure they're tucked. So make sure they're nice and smooth. And then tuck them and then start rolling. So don't start rolling before those ends are smoothed and tucked. And these have little snaps to secure them. Take my bonnet, secure that. And here are the little fasteners at the end. They just snap when you close them. Excuse my broken nail. So yeah, they just snap here. Just snap them here. Like that. Very easy, very simple. So yeah, love those. Leave-in conditioner on these ends. Brush that through. And then for the back, you wanna brush it all the way up because this is how you're gonna make sure you're sleep comfortably. So with this, I can sleep on my side or my back. So I make sure this is basically almost right next to the one in the middle. So this one I curl under as well. So the middle one, as you saw, I curled it back. This one I curl in the same direction as the front one. So I'm curling it, doing it forward, tucking those ends and rolling under like so. So the first one and the third one I curl the exact same way, under. Okay, see how much space we have up here? Okay, so this is ideal if you're a side sleeper. I sleep on my back sometimes too, and these are also pretty comfortable if you sleep on your back, like here, because it honestly just feels like an extra pillow, because these are very like pillowy. They're not hard, which I love. So I do sleep with a bonnet over top of this, because if I don't, like, the sides of my hair go all crazy when I wake up, and it just keeps the sides of my hair more tamed so that my hair is like less frizzy once I take these down. Like my hair around the curls is less frizzy when I take these down. So I just like to do an extra bonnet just to secure these. But you can just sleep like this if you want. As long as you're sleeping on a silk or satin pillowcase, you are good. And if you're still not sleeping on a silk or satin pillowcase, girl, what have you been doing? They're not expensive. It's like one of the cheapest ways you can like keep your hair and skin moisturized. I'm just saying. So this is ideal if you're a side sleeper and it's not uncomfortable, which I love. So yeah, I'm just gonna sleep with these in overnight. This is also great if you wanna do it, like if you're not leaving the house for a full weekend and leave them in for like 2 days, it's even better for that. So yeah, this is just one of my new favorite ways to do heatless curls, if not my new favorite way, like period. So yeah, I will see you guys when I take these down on tomorrow or the day after, because I don't think I'm going anywhere today because it's supposed to be raining all day. But I'll take these down the day after because I'm going to be going to work, and I'll show you guys the takedown right before I go to work. So okay guys, so I'm finally about to take these down, but first I just want to show you guys the bonnet that I like to sleep in. I've been loving this bonnet lately. Kendra actually got me this like sometime last year. It's green, of course. Y'all know my favorite color is green. But I think it's from Amazon, but the reason I'm so obsessed with this one is because it has a thick wide band at the edge, like in the front. So it like smooths my hair down really well. I use this like when my hair is curly too, and that's also super helpful when I take like my hair out of my curly bun and just shake my hair and go. It's so convenient. So I really like this. Because now I don't have to sleep with like a silk scarf around my edges and put a bonnet on. This is like 2-in-1, which I love. And you just tie it. So I'm obsessed with this bonnet. Kendra got it off Amazon, like I said. I'll see if I can link it in our Amazon storefront below for you guys. But I love, love, love this bonnet. So this is just the bonnet that I slept in, but I like to take it off because I don't want to get makeup on it while I'm doing my makeup. So that's why it's not on right now, but this is the bonnet I've been obsessed with. So I need to get like a couple of other colors because I'm obsessed with that thing, because I have to wash it so much because that's the only one like that I have. Because the other like 3 or 4 bonnets that I have don't have a band that wide. So I just need to replace all my bonnets with that one. But yeah, now I'm just gonna take all these down. So I like to start with the one in the back first, just so that I don't have the hair in my face as I'm taking the back ones down. So with these, you just wanna twist them out like this. And then you get a nice bouncy curl like that. Come on with it. Yes, already looking promising. So yeah, I just take mine down from the back up to the front. So the opposite way that I put them in, basically. So yeah, just twist them out. I mean, come on. Can we take a moment, I'm just saying, to appreciate this? No heat was involved. All right. Just curl. There we go. All right, so now I'm just gonna shape my hair. Okay, so now what I like to do is just like take an oil or something. So I'm just gonna take this Olaplex number 7 bonding oil because it's like really lightweight. And then just put it on my ends. So you might wanna make sure you smooth your ends out. So yeah, just make sure you smooth your ends out with the light serum or light oil. Nothing too heavy. So I notice every time I do this, my hair always turns out different. So that's one thing about any kind of heatless curls or waves or anything heatless. Just know it's gonna come out different every time you do it. I just love how bouncy my hair turns out when I do these. So yeah, all right. Okay guys, so that wraps up this tutorial. I hope it was super helpful for you guys if you've been trying to figure out how to get like heatless curls that actually last and that are comfortable to sleep in. So these are like way step above the old school rollers that we used to all sleep in, because I used to love these like silk sponge rollers that I used to use in like high school, I think. But these are just like on another level. So I'll have this website linked down below and the exact ones that I got and the size. And they have other sizes if you're curious about those. So yeah, if you guys have any more questions, leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see y'all next time.